Happy Sunday. This is Bobby and JJ Radio. Actually, it's Ricky and JJ Radio. We don't have Bobby. We don't need Bobby, I think. We have Mr. Rick Martinez. He's a second-time offender here at Bobby and JJ Radio. He's with the Wellness Project RX is pretty much what the company is. I'm wearing this T-shirt. It says healthcare, and they've highlighted the 3 letters on here. It says THC. So let's not confuse the audience here, Rick. What is the Wellness Project, and what are you guys doing here in the San Antonio metro area?
So the Wellness Project RX is, first of all, am I close enough to the mic? Okay.
Yeah.
It's our iteration, our way of destigmatizing what we consider to be a viable alternative wellness solution.
Okay.
And that's around the plant we know as cannabis.
Okay.
So that's essentially what we do with the company and the website.
And so what kind of products do you have? Obviously, the state of Texas is not allowing any kind of medical nor recreational marijuana use.
Right.
Cannabis is not that. But what are you guys having? What are you guys actually allowing, or what is allowed here in the state of Texas that you guys are actually giving to the general public or having available to them?
Yeah, so first of all, I think before I talk about the actual product, it's education.
Let's do it.
So what we do is we try to bridge the gap between what we consider is the marijuana, and that's Cheech and Chong.
Sure.
Great movies,
Yeah.
and what is reality, and
Sure.
it's something that can actually help us be better. So education is really what we deliver, and no pun intended, but also we also curate, and our e-commerce site, we sell CBD products.
Okay.
And we can ship across all 50 states. These are vetted products, quality companies, people that I know personally, and so we distribute CBD products. We speak at conventions and bridge that educational gap, and it's been a lot of fun.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. So you just gave me something earlier. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to drive out of here too. But it was it was kind of a caramel,
Yes.
right? And talk about this product just specifically, just so that our audience kind of has an idea of what these products are, because I'm sure there's still a stigma attached to it,
Yep.
just because maybe what's going on all over the country, California and other states in the Pacific Northwest. But what is this thing that I just consumed, and what should I expect from it?
So for the people that don't know, I've known JJ for a while, so I
trusted him.
Yes.
I trusted him.
So I'm going to give you guys a real quick analogy to all the listeners of basically the difference between CBD and marijuana.
Sure.
And it's going to take me like 60 seconds, and please, for anybody who listens, use this analogy.
Okay.
So think about, for instance, last night my wife and I had a glass of wine.
Okay.
So think about a glass of wine.
Okay.
Okay, a glass of wine comes from a plant that grows really well in certain parts of the world.
Definitely.
Napa in France.
Not in Texas.
Not in Texas. Or Fredericksburg. But it's okay. We're in Texas. So land, plant, fruit gets harvested several times a year.
Right.
So somebody goes out there and takes the grapes, and they create this wonderful liquid that's regulated. It's taxed. You have to be a certain age. You cannot consume wine and get behind the wheel of machinery.
Sure.
But doctors still say, in general, 2 glasses of a red wine is good for you.
Right.
So same fruit, same plant, same earth comes wine. Also comes this wonderful product that we can give to children.
Sure.
And it's called grape juice.
Right.
Full of vitamins. They say it's good for the kids. You can get it anywhere. Same fruit, same plant, same earth. Wine, marijuana, CBD, grape juice.
Gotcha.
It's all cannabis. The distinction is you get the same wellness benefits from what you just consumed, CBD, that you would from, in general, marijuana, without the high, without getting the drunk, the alteration from wine.
Sure.
So that's essentially what you ate was a caramel. And it's a company that we've helped launch, and fantastic. You ate it. It's fantastic.
It is really good.
It's all natural. It's organic. It's all the good stuff. And it's infused with CBD.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so it's the grape juice of the marijuana plant.
Yeah, to put it in a real simple way. There's probably going to be a lot of nerds that are going to say, oh, but there's more to it, Rick, and I get it. But
Sure.
I just want to educate folks as to the distinctions.
Sure. So how did you get started in this cannabis world?
It's a great question, and I often am asked the most important question is, how do I get started, Rick, in cannabis? But here's how I got started.
Yeah.
It was
Because I want to copy you.
Yeah. So a few years ago, so my wife and I sold a business, and after that, I did some consulting and mentoring and coaching,
Sure.
business coaching, and really it's helping entrepreneurs get to the point where we had gotten to in our business.
Right.
And so a few years ago, I had a coaching program, digital, and a friend of mine, really close friend, said, Rick, I want to start a company. And he did 2 tours in Iraq as a Marine. He is currently works for a multinational oil company as a petroleum engineer. And he said, Rick, I want to start a company. And of course, that's my shtick.
Sure.
I can help. I can get that. We can get that done. And he said, it's CBD. And I'm like, I don't know what that is, but we can do the stuff. We can do the stuff.
Sure.
And the deeper I got into his startup, the more fascinated and intrigued I was. CBDs, cannabis, marijuana, this whole world. So I read, I studied, I reached out to folks. I went to Portland, I went to Seattle. I really took a deep dive and became his co-founder. So essentially 2 years ago, I was doing what I do. My friend asked for help. It was a CBD firm I co-founded and became a VP of, and that was my entrance into this whole cannabis space. And
Love it.
It's just been picking up speed ever since.
And so where do you feel that this industry's headed in general?
Obviously, we only know of the gold rush in history books. This is a gold rush.
Okay.
And as an entrepreneur, one of the things I compel people to consider is that there's more to this than just the gold, just the plant. The companies that have thrived to today in the gold rush era are the ones who sold Levi's and who sold picks and axes.
Yeah, because they helped people go get the gold.
Yes. And there's a tremendous amount of opportunity around the picks and axes of this green rush.
Sure.
Without a doubt. It's happening. It's happening as we speak.
Right. It's not the plant itself, but it's what comes along with the businesses and what they're going to need.
Yes, they're going to need marketing, sales support. They're going to need technology. They're going to need apps. They're going to need everything that a business needs. They're going to need marketing and education like what we're doing here.
Sure.
There are now podcasts and radio shows dedicated towards cannabis entrepreneurs.
Right.
Whereas a few years ago, they were non-existent.
Or no one would pick you up or probably air you.
Yeah, or nobody would touch it. Exactly.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's a brave new world, brave new green world.
So I'm a Texan, bro. What's happening here in Texas? Or what's going to happen, you feel?
So ironically, is what a lot of people don't know is that there are already some dispensaries here out in Schulenburg, about 2 hours from here.
Yeah.
There's a dispensary, and it's so to be clear, it's not recreational marijuana. They're actually growing crops here in Texas, in the States. There are 3 as of today. I think there are 3 licensed dispensaries in the state, and it's medical. It's a medical grade CBD. I don't know all the intricacies, but
Sure.
basically you have to have a doctor's prescription. But here in our state, it already exists.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't know that yet.
Wow.
It's already here.
So
here.
So once it's here, it's here. It's coming.
It's a step. It's our state here in Texas, as conservative as
We're flirting.
We've already taken the step into potentially, at least I believe, as a gambler, as an entrepreneur, is towards potentially recreational, and who knows, the next 5 years, 10 years. But
I'll be here, bro. We'll see what happens. All right.
here.
For more information about this project, or even Rick himself, you can call him at 210-279-9259, or check out their website at wellnessprojectrx.com.